Hi guys, welcome back to Mommy
and Mommy.
and Mommy. I need you to do a little like Mommy.
That's racist.
No, it's not. It's spelled that way. Mommy and
Mommy.
There we go. That's better.
Oh goodness.
Before we get started, follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and subscribe to YouTube. We're gonna be posting our videos there. Well, we are posting our videos there as well.
Yeah. Check them out.
New episodes.
Look at them.
Most Wednesdays. Comment. We've been doing really, even though we're doing a few episodes at the times that we see each other, I feel like we're doing really good with every single Wednesday so far.
Yeah.
We only missed one because I was on vacation.
Mm-hmm. We're doing great.
Yeah.
Good for us.
Tell us what we have in store for today, for this episode.
Okay, fun question to start with. If a billionaire gave you a 1-minute shopping spree, where would you go?
Right away, I feel like I would think about clothes, and I really only shop at Lululemon, so I would just grab things. Just start grabbing the things that I like, because 1 minute, either that,
and even if it's the wrong size, you can exchange it.
Exactly, so it doesn't really matter too much. I'll get store credit afterwards, and just can do that.
Have clothes for the next 3 years.
Yeah, my top 3 is definitely Lululemon, or if I want to be a little luxurious, probably Louis Vuitton. Just grab a couple things.
Yeah, because then that's an investment.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say too. Yeah. Get some things for my daughter for when she grows up. Just this, that.
Yeah.
Because $1 billion. Honestly, too, Louis Vuitton. How many things can I really get for $1 billion? A lot, right?
Well, this is a billionaire. I don't know if he's actually giving us $1 billion.
Well, he said a minute to get
$1 million to get whatever.
A minute, yeah. So I would go to Louis Vuitton.
Why are we assuming he's a guy? It's a girl billionaire.
Yeah, that's true.
I
would go there, just grab some things.
Yeah,
just whatever I could get my hands on. You go. I'm still thinking.
I'm hopping right on Zillow.
That's not a shopping. I know. I was thinking that too, to get
Okay, and if I have to go to a store,
you have to go to a physical store.
I'm going to a jewelry store.
Okay.
I'm going to a jewelry store, and I'm going. Give me your biggest rock. I'll take it cash. She'll take it. She'll buy it. I'm going to a jewelry store because then I'm gonna
That's an investment too.
Take it, go to somewhere or to another jewelry store and just get cash for it.
Okay.
Or do whatever. I don't know. Yeah. Trade it for an island.
Or I guess how some car dealerships are stores now at the mall. How you see what is it? Tesla at the mall. That's considered.
Tesla has a store?
Yeah, you don't see the Teslas at the mall, inside.
I thought those were for raffles, giveaway raffles. Well, and you sign up.
It still counts because it's at the mall. I'd feel that.
If there's a Tesla outside of a Lululemon, it's over.
Yeah.
Car and leggings.
Yeah, exactly. It counts. I want this.
That's so funny.
You could do a lot with 1 minute.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Hop into these stores, grab a few things. I would just go down.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
I know. It's a little fun. So any billionaires out there that want to
give us a 1 minute shopping spree,
our DMs are open.
I won't get on Zillow. Fine.
Yeah, our DMs are open.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That was a fun question.
Yeah.
All right, now we are going to go into awkward encounters. I said that funny.
Awkward.
I said awkward.
Yeah, awkward encounters. Basically, when you run into someone that but don't talk to either anymore or as much. You're how do you what do you do?
Do you have a story?
Yeah, just
share.
Not even a story, but just I just recently went to the gym. Recently joined the gym, and I have been seeing so many people that I used to talk to, and I'm so freaking awkward. I'll peek with my eye and I'll be wait, is that who I think it is? And if we make an awkward eye contact, I'll look away real quick. And I'm just honestly, if I just probably said hi, it wouldn't be awkward anymore. But the fact that it's oh my God, I know who that is. They know who I am, but we're not talking to each other and we're just pretending we don't know each other, makes it even more awkward.
Yeah.
That's what I do at least.
No, yeah, I get it. I think there's like a level of awkwardness. So like I get so awkward when I see my neighbors. And like I see them all the time because I have a dog and I'm always like going out to walk my dog, but like I'm not the socialite that wants to chat all the time.
And that's why I got you that sweatshirt.
Yeah. And people with dogs often want to like, oh, he's so cute. How old is he? Well, oh, this one's whatever. And then it's like, what's his name? His name's Jex. But then you feel like an asshole if you're not like, what's your dog's name? When in reality, like, I don't care what your pug's name is. Like, I think it's kind of gross. Like, no, thank you. Like, I don't care what your little teacup Yorkie's name is. Like, my dog is too big to play with it anyway. Like, you know, so it's like, I feel really bad. So what I started doing, which I know this is kind of mean, if it's like a dog that I like and like my dog likes and stuff, I'll pause my phone. Like, but I started like wearing my AirPods out, which isn't actually safe, and I actually do get really nervous.
Can do the setting on the AirPod. I forget what it's called, but it's basically like you could still hear your music, but you could also hear like what's going on. I think that's
the newer ones that have that setting, that they're not completely soundproof. But the ones that I have, like the older box, these.
That's what mine looks like that too, and mine has it.
Do they?
Yeah. Oh no, my box is different.
Yeah, your box is long. Yeah, those are the new ones.
Those ones don't have like that new.
I don't think so.
Check. I'm sure I think they do. I feel like all of them have to.
I think that was a new feature.
I don't think so. I'm gonna find out for you.
I'm right.
I forgot what it's called, but it's basically like you could still hear what's playing, but it's like not noise canceling.
These aren't noise canceling at all. I can still hear, but I'm saying it's dangerous because if I have my volume all the way up, or if I'm like listening to a podcast and I'm like laughing, sometimes I don't hear the people next to me until they're next to me saying, excuse me.
So maybe you don't.
But like I can't hear their footsteps coming. Yeah, and that to me is scary.
With the headphones that I have, like you could literally hear both.
I wonder if those have a microphone outside of it that's like.
I think so. Maybe that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'll have to say. But like I remember like you could hear like footsteps, like it's you know.
Yeah, so that's with neighbors. With people from like school, high school, middle school, elementary school, I always say hi.
Yeah, for the most part.
We also didn't go to school with boys, so it's not really that weird. It's like, hey girl. Like, you know.
Yeah, it's literally just saying hi. And like there's times where it's like literally like not for nothing, I don't think anyone really cares about small talk. So like I'm not the hey, how are you type of person. I'm just like I just say hi and keep walking. I say hi as like a I respect you.
Oh hey.
Yeah, hi. That's it. But I'm not gonna stop and be like, oh my god, like how are you? Like
what are you doing these days?
Because it's just like I don't like if we cared, like we would talk. You know what I mean? So it's just like I'm gonna say hi to like acknowledge you, and that's it. Like hi.
Yeah.
And just like it's fine. Like I don't get offended. Like I don't want to talk.
Yeah. Exes and flings.
I think that's like what I'm talking about when I say the gym. Because I'm so freaking, like, literally, like, I don't know what it is, but it's so freaking awkward. Like, I'm like, I don't know what it is. Like, just like saying hi. Like, I don't know. Like, you both have headphones on, so it's like I'm not going to walk up to you and say hi.
Yeah.
But so it's just like I'll deal with the awkward stares here and there and just go on about my hour.
I haven't seen anyone that I used to like deal with out in public in a long time. Now that I said that, it's gonna happen.
It'll happen tomorrow. But and then like what do you do? Like do you say hi?
I feel like I would say hi. I don't have any bad blood with anybody.
So if you ran into
I have embarrassment, but I don't have bad blood. I'm a little embarrassed for some of my choices, but like I would say hi.
Yeah. I mean, like I don't have bad blood either. I'm just like awkward and like, do I say hi to this person?
You know what's so funny? This is crazy. I can't believe I'm about to say this on the podcast. But back in my little hoochie mama days, when I used to be an outside girl and go out like 5 days a week, there would be times, and I have friends who can attest to this. There would be times where we would go places, and it was like the community spot to be, right? Like it was like. Everyone was going to the same place on a Wednesday and the same place on a Thursday and the same Miller's on a Thursday, Mexicano on a Wednesday. Like we all were going to the same places. And there will be times where like on one side of the room, it was like one boy that I was like texting and chatting with. And then on the other side of the room was another boy. And like, I would just like tell my friends like, oh, he's here. Like, let me go say hi, blah, 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 blah. Because like I was single. I was also young, so I was playing like a bunch of games with everybody via text, like giving them attention that I didn't want to give because I was bored, or like asking for attention without actually asking for it, but then getting mad when they didn't give it to me. You know, like I was like young and naive and stupid and single, so I could do that. Anyway, I would like tell my friends, like I would be with one boy, I would be like, "Oh yeah," smoking his hookah, right? And then I would be like, "I'm gonna go to the bathroom," and I would give my friends the eyes, like, hold it down on this side, and then I would take a long way to the bathroom and stop at someone else's table, and I'll be like, and they'll be like, "Oh, you want to take a shot?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, I want to take a shot." Like, drink that drink, and like, you need a drink here, and they would have bottles on their table, and I would get a drink from their table, and I'll be like, "I'm gonna go get my friend, she's over there. I'll be back. I'm gonna get her," and then I just like wouldn't go back, but I would like have a free drink from the bathroom.
Well, that's different because I feel like I would do that too. It's more so like, if you were with your boyfriend and you ran into
now,
yes, and
if I was with my boyfriend and I saw like an old fling, I would.
Would you say hi, or would you just be like, "Nah, I'm good," and just keep walking?
No, I probably wouldn't say hi.
Yeah,
I mean, unless it was a situation that I can't avoid.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like,
or
unless,
if it's like he's staring at me, I'm staring at him.
Like if I'm with my boyfriend and I see someone that I used to mess around with, and that someone is like with someone else that I also know, you know, like. I'm not going to like act like I don't see them. I'm going to say hi to the person that I also know. Say, "Hey, what's up?" But I'm not putting my boyfriend in a situation where I'm going to be like, "Oh, this is such and such." Like, no, don't shake his hand. No,
there's no need for introductions.
That's weird. And I feel like it's disrespectful. I wouldn't want it. Like if my man sees somebody that like he used to like talk to or fuck around with or whatever, like,
and introduces you, like that's
like, don't ever.
I know.
Don't ever.
I'm like, I'd be
the most you can do is this. Sup?
Yeah, like
and
don't say, like,
the same way you just said hi, and that's it.
Yeah, but I didn't.
Don't introduce me.
Yeah,
don't introduce me. Don't. I don't want that shit.
Me neither.
Don't ever have me kiki, hello, be nice and polite to someone that you used to fuck around with, and I'm not going to do that to you.
Yeah,
I would never do that to you. So yeah, even if like you guys used to just flirt DM or something, I don't want to meet her.
Me neither.
Don't want to meet her. Have no intentions to. For what? So she could be like, "Oh my god," to her fucking besties on the phone. "Oh my god, you know who I saw today? I saw him, and he's got a new girlfriend." She's really short. She's a little thick. Yeah, bitch. yeah.
Because like that's literally how girls are.
Yeah.
How it's just like, oh yeah, like I ran into like someone to like introduce me to his girlfriend. But,
but guys are like that too, especially guys where I'm from. They're ruthless, and I feel like they would be like, "Yeah, like you know, she's with some like." I'm not even gonna say anything right now, but like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
they talk behind closed doors. Yeah. I don't want any of that.
Yeah. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Nope. Don't ever.
Nope.
Ever put me in that situation.
Yeah.
And I think that if you're a guy listening to this, take notes. Don't put your girl in that situation. And if you're a girl listening to this, don't put your man in that situation, because if that shit happened to you, you'll be mad as hell.
Because then it's like you want like the back. I don't know. It's like when I hear that, then I'm like, all right, well, now I need to know all the background information. Now I need to like stalk your page and see like all these pictures that like whatever. Just like
and then you just it's a spiral.
It is.
It's a spiral from
you go very.
No, thank you. I'm okay without the spiral.
Yeah. Don't even introduce me. I'll just walk away.
Yeah.
I'm good.
That was good.
Our favorite ex.
Icky time.
Yeah, that's like a new word. Is that a new word, or is that just
it has to be?
Yeah.
It has to be. So the first ick topic here is dating. We've got 15 minutes. Good. Nice amount of time. Dating.
Icks and dating.
I used to go on dates left and right.
So did I. No, when I was single. What are you talking? I would literally have like, this was back when like I was a nanny. So it's like I had like while she was in school, I had that whole like school time to myself. And then when I like got out,
you used to go to like coffee dates. And
I used to do
it was
like
early.
It used to
I do remember. It's all coming back to me. Yeah,
I used to have like 2 dates a day. It would be like a lunch plus coffee date, and then like a dinner date. Like just I would schedule.
Schedule your meals. Yeah, and then you don't have to use your money on food. I love that. That's genius.
Yeah. the icks in that. What's your icks in dating?
Oh, I have so many. I was a serial dater. I was on all the apps. I used to go on so many dates too, like sometimes 2 in a day, but mostly just like 1 a day for like multiple days straight. Like I used to go on dates all the time. I truly don't like it when there's like no plan, or like when there's no follow up, like when there's like when it's like 4 hours before we're supposed to go on this date and you're like, hey, what's up, after not talking to me for 24. I've already made plans. I wasn't like reserving my day for you. I don't know you. Yeah. Like, why would I do that?
This is a date.
And then I'm the asshole when you're like, oh, but we said we were gonna talk. Yeah, we said that on Tuesday. It's Friday.
Yeah, like
no.
I know. I feel like a date to me, like even if it's in today's world, in today's like year, I don't even know. But basically, a date should be, if a guy is the one asking you, he should do the plans, tell you exactly the time, the place, the day, and that's it. If those 3 things are not said to me, I'm just like, all right, there's no plans happening.
And if you really want my input, or if you're really like confused at what to do because like you don't know like what I'm gonna like or something, like give me options. Yeah. Give me a drop down list.
Yeah.
Multiple choice.
Yeah. Or ask
what's your vibe? Are you thinking lunch? Are you thinking something light? Blah blah blah. And then from there, let's pick together. That's fine. But like come up with a fucking plan.
Be a man.
Be a man.
Yeah, be a man and just like
be a man.
One more time. Say it again. Be a man.
Be a man. Together, be a man.
Your neighbors are probably hearing us like, what is going on? Because like these walls are thin.
Yeah, we just want you guys to be a man. I will say, anybody that I ever went on consistent dates with, it's because they had that feature about them.
They're a man.
They planned the dates.
I know.
Or
even if it's like either I like the planning of the date, or like if, you know, because I'm really picky, if someone asks me like, where do you want to go? And then I tell them the place, but they're the ones that make the reservation, pick the time, like do all that. You know what I mean? So it's like, that's okay if you're asking for help on, you know, place.
Yeah.
They should be like, the person who's asking the other person out should be the one to like basically do everything.
Yeah. You know what else is an ick? When you go on a date with someone and afterwards, like, you're like, all right, like, I'll talk to you, blah, 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 blah. Like, yeah, hopefully I'll see you again, whatever. Like, you do the whole, like, awkward exchange, right? And then, like, they don't text you again, but then they text you, like, 3 weeks later. Like, hey, what's up? Suck a nut. Like, nothing's up.
Nothing is up.
I don't want to talk to you.
You're left on red. Right. I know. So, yeah, so similar to that, an ick is, like, when... like after the date, I don't even care if like it went good or not, but like if they don't say to me, like text me when you get home to like make sure you got home, then I'm not talking to you again. Like that's like what you. That's like
I like that too.
I feel like
I like when they say like, oh, text me when you get home or let me know when you get home, but I'll never do it because I always forget.
I'll usually do it
unless they're like they were like not they are like I don't go on dates anymore with randos, but. Unless they were like really hot, then of course I was texting, I'm home.
Like just like as a reason to text. Right. Yeah. Right. Either that or like also like if you don't text and like they text you like, oh, did you make it home? Then like, yeah, I'll say yeah. But it's just like I feel like that's like very green flag. Like if you're making that effort, even if like I said, like even if like you didn't like the person or like that person didn't like you, but just like the fact that like I just want to make sure you got home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you are out with me. So, like, you text me when you get home so that, like, I know you got home and, like, didn't. Well, then, now that I'm thinking of it, maybe, like, after this really bad date, you went home somewhere else. But, I mean, just text that you're safe. You're alive.
Right.
I wasn't the last person to see you.
Clear me from getting a call from the government.
Basically.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's an ick in dating. What are some icks in friendships?
Like one-uppers. I feel like it's like just the fact that like let's say for example, I don't even know, because I feel like that's never happened with us, and I can't even like really think of like. I
know exactly what you mean,
but just
I know, like you're telling me, oh, I got a new sweat set in pastel pink, and I'm like, oh, that's so cute. Yeah, I actually just got a new I don't know, a new like Fendi sweatsuit in pastel blue. Or like why do I need to throw in the Fendi?
Yeah.
I could have just said I got a sweatsuit too in blue.
Or like you just got a job, and like me being like, oh my god, but like my job is yada 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 yada. Like doesn't care, like just doesn't account for like the other person's
highs.
Highs. Yes, that's what it is.
Like they. So one of my icks in friendship ties into that. So like the one-upping is one thing, but something that I really hate that I can honestly say, all of my friends right now don't do this. Thank God. But it's because I weaned them out already. I don't like a friend that like has to make it about them. So like if I'm talking to you about some stressful shit, when you're listening to me, you're like, yeah, no, that sucks. And you're asking me questions about my things. When I'm listening to, you and you're complaining about your husband, complaining about the situation, whatever, I'm like, yeah, like, because you told him this last time.
Yeah.
I'm just supporting you. I'm not listening to what you're saying. Like, Travis has an ear infection. I had an ear infection once. And sometimes, like,
don't like.
I had it about me.
Yeah. Like, unless like it was like, oh yeah, like my kid had an infection too. This is what I did. Like, you know what I mean? Like relating it to that, but not like
I really don't.
Yeah, not like, oh my god, yeah, my kid was just sick all last week too. It was horrible. Like making it about them. Like,
I don't like it when people think that they can just relate to everything.
Yeah,
it's like it's okay to not be able to,
or like just like listen.
If our circumstances are completely different, like. You can't relate to it, and it's fine.
I'm not asking you to relate to it. I'm asking you to just listen.
Totally okay. Like, if you know what I mean. Like, if you, I don't know. Like, I think a lot of people are like confused at how like, or not now, not that if they listen to the podcast, but like, I think our friendship is like a unique one, right? Like, it's not very similar. You're a mom. I'm a mommy, and it's like. It's almost like, what do we have in common now?
Yeah.
Which is like, maybe not much, but like, that's why it works, because we don't need to relate everything. Like, we can just be there for each other.
Exactly. like, you don't need to like.
Right.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't like it when someone like tries to like bring the attention back on them, and then also when they like do the one-upping shit. That's so annoying.
It is.
So annoying. It's exhausting trying to like you shouldn't be competing with your friends. If you're competing with your friends, they're not going to be your friends for long.
Amen.
Or they're going to do some trifling shit.
Yeah. And last but not least,
icks in interviews. I wrote this one down because I was on a very like 4-month-long interviewing spree. I hadn't like interviewed professionally in a couple years, and it was like I didn't realize that like end of the year market slows down for jobs. Makes total sense. People are wrapping up their budget. People are on hiring freezes because it's the end of the year. They're giving bonuses out. Money's tight. Like, you know what I mean?
Holiday
like,
parties.
People are right. People are going on vacation. People are not there to even get interviews set up. Like, this person's away for Thanksgiving, then that person's away for Christmas. Like, it's a pain in the ass. So like, I was getting some interviews, but then like I actually wasn't. Like the whole month of November, not one interview. And then it was like December, they started kicking in a lot. So many icks during interviews. First things first. If you're not going to hire someone, just fucking say, unfortunately, we decided to move in another direction.
Oh my goodness, that's the worst.
Especially if the person's like doing their due diligence to follow up.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time in interviewing me. I'm looking forward for this opportunity. Yeah. Sending another follow-up. Hi, good morning, Bob. I'm asking for a follow-up during our conversation.
Like, just say no. Like, why can't, like, it's usually, it should be just even if it's like an automated no, like, I don't care. But it's like, I just want to know.
And there's so many things that can like tell you how to write the email. Chat GPT, Snapchat, like just Google, how should I write an email telling someone they didn't get the job?
Or just, sorry, we went in a different direction.
Right.
Like, that's it.
It's such an ick. It almost makes me feel like the company doesn't respect their employees anyway. So it's kind of like, you wanted to ghost me. It's good. It's a good thing that I'm not working there because you guys are full of shit, you know, about your organization and your transparency
and they tell
and all the shit you were requesting from me.
Yeah, how like, all interviews too, like they have to say how, like, you know, or maybe it's like they don't say it, but it's like on their website, like, we don't, like, basically saying like, we're not racist, we're not sexist, we're not, like, whatever.
Open opportunity.
Like, yes.
Something's wrong here because you couldn't even tell me no.
Yeah. I don't like that.
Hate that. That's an interview ick. The other interview ick is, I think that when you're interviewing, you need to be respectful of, if you're a good company, you are respectful of like the interviewer's time. Meaning, if I'm going to schedule an interview today and then a follow-up interview with you, I feel like it should be scheduled within the next 2 to 3 days.
Yeah.
Don't schedule an interview with me and then say, okay, well, if this goes well, they'll move on to the next round, and then have the next round be in 2 weeks. Because by then, I'm employed.
Yeah.
Like, or by then, I'm already on a second round interview with another company and I lost interest. And like, I felt like that happened to me at least twice. And then by the time they messaged me back, like, oh, like, we're looking to move it, I was kind of like,
yeah. And like, when it takes that long too, it almost makes you think, like, did you hire someone else? And then they said yes, and then it didn't work out. So you're like, oh shit, like, now I need to like go back into this list that I had.
Right, exactly.
I feel like that which works a lot.
Could happen. Yeah. And it's like, at that point, I was kind of like, I don't care if I'm second option, third option, whatever. But I almost felt like it's a matter of disrespect for me. Yeah. Because like, I'm still the one looking for employment. Like this, like, just because I'm unemployed doesn't mean my time is less valuable. You don't know what the hell I'm doing. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like,
they like think that they're higher than you.
Exactly. And like, I think it took, if I didn't have all of those months of not working for me to like go back and forth with like mental kind of demons, like telling me like, oh, like, maybe you're not qualified for this. And like, I was really like down in the dumps some days. And then some days I was like, no, fuck that. The right opportunity would come. And then the next day again, I would be like, oh, nobody wants me. You know what I mean? So it's like, if it wasn't for like those months of like having that and like really stressed out about like my financials and all of that stuff, I genuinely think that I would have ended up at a shit company, at a company who just like didn't. But because I decided like, no, like, I'm going to value myself. I know that I'm smart. I know what I bring to the table. I know that I'm a good worker. Like, I know all of these things. Now I'm at a company where I am kind of chilling and I do have the freedom to,
and they respect you,
work independently. They respect me. I'm not in competition with 1,000 people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's very like, here are your metrics. Here's what you meet. When you do it, you have opportunity for growth. It's like, it's such a different world when you take your time to like find the right fit, you know? So yeah. Those are our icks.
Well, for me too. I mean, I haven't been on an interview in a while, but I just remember.
What are teaching interviews like?
So it depends, because I definitely went on a few, and it's the same thing. The teaching interviews, like they always say, like, you know, equal opportunity, like whatever. But it's like a lot of the times it's literally like who you know, and like those are the people that get hired.
Like if you have a referral.
It's like, so it's like there was times where it's like I'm in this interview and like you could just tell like either they already have someone that like they already had someone in mind that they're going to hire, but they're just interviewing you because they have to do interviews. And like you could tell because it's like the questions are so basic. Like usually for teaching, like most of the time like they get specific and like you could tell if someone cares or not. But if
he's crying in his sleep, he's having a bad dream.
Oh. You could just tell right away. Well, I mean, I could at least tell, like, if they were just interviewing you, just to interview you, like, just to say that they did it, and, like, you see who they end up hiring like down the road, and they're like, okay, yeah, so all these interviews that you did were basically just BS. Yeah. Because they had someone already in mind.
And it turns out the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th grade teacher are all cousins.
Yeah, basically that. Yeah. I know. Yeah. But there were some interviews that I really liked them. Like you got to choose like which, I had options. So those were nice because you could just, the way that they talk to you too, like they actually want to get to know. It's not really more of like, all right, tell me what you could do as a teacher, but like they want to know about you. Yeah. And like to see if like you're fit for their district and just like the other teachers there. Yeah. Because a lot of the times like teaching is you have to work with other teachers. Mm-hmm. So it's like they see like if your personality fits with them.
Right. Yeah. Which makes like, sense because you don't want to work in an environment that your personality doesn't fit. Yeah. Yeah.
So it was just, So I feel like the big thing is just, I don't know, a lot of those types of jobs are you just got to know someone. And like,
it is a weird time for it though too, because I feel like especially since COVID, like a lot of people don't want to work.
They don't.
And a lot of people think that like they're owed something that they're actually not. Like I feel like when I was, especially towards the end when I was going into interviews, I was kind of like demanding my minimum, demanding my PTO, demanding what I wanted because it was kind of like I know my worth now. Yeah. Even if I was like skeptical about it and I was shitting bricks, which I was talking to my boyfriend that night and I was like, but what if they tell me no? He would literally say, so what? Like, yeah, who cares if they tell you no? But like, they're
like, if they want you, they will do it.
Exactly. And even if they won't do it, they'll offer you something. Yeah. They'll make some sort, they'll try to negotiate something. So it was like, but like, now in my role, I'm training and I'm listening in on other interviews because I'm going to have to hire in my role. And I'm listening in on other directors like interviewing and when the interview's over, I'm like, what the hell was that? And they're like, yeah, like this person like worked with their, cousin who used to chew rocks and thinks they're ready for this. Like thinks they're ready to give this sort of therapy or thinks they're ready. Like they have nothing on their resume isn't even updated or they're like, you still need to put in the work. Yeah. But
connections, like it's not always a bad thing. Sometimes it's just like a way to get your foot into the door, but it's like, just because you have a connection, don't necessarily mean you're getting the job and just still put in the work.
Right. And even if it gets you the job, doesn't mean that you're going to keep it.
Yeah. Don't be like
that. Jobs don't care. They will fire.
Yeah. Anybody. Don't be like a spoiled little brat that like thinks like your dad got you this job and you can do whatever you want now because he used to work there.
Right. Because people get creative and they'll find a way to make your life miserable anyway.
Or if just like your coworkers will see that and will just think you're like the little spoiled little brat. Yeah. That is only here because of daddy. Mm-hmm. But, all right. That's all we have today.
Follow us on Instagram. Share our posts. Post them on your stories. The 2 episodes ago, our mic was ruined. This time it's not. So hopefully, now that it's good quality. Hopefully. Yeah, we didn't test it actually. But if it's good quality, repost us. Yes. Share it with your friends. Have them follow.
Share your submissions too.
We're going to start reaching out for guests very soon. We'll talk about that once we're done with this. And then if you want us on yours, call us. Bye.
Bye.